morning, my lovelies. This is Goddess Healing Oracle coming to you with a general energy check-in with the collective. So, how are people doing out here? How are you guys doing? Is it me, or is this Venus retrograde in Leo kicking butt? Like, I'm feeling a lot of upheaval personally in some personal and romantic relationships. It's been crazy. People have been in their feels. They're trying to put that energy on me. I'm having a lot of trouble like separating, distinguishing what's their issue and what's me. And had somebody say, like, why are you treating me like S? And I was like, what? Where is this coming from? What? I didn't even say or do anything to this person. And so I just let that lie. And then I responded back the next day, and I was like, how am I mistreating you? What? I don't know what happened. And they're like, oh, sorry, I was having a bad day yesterday. Like, what? So you're just randomly firing off texts to people? I don't know. Something crazy is going on, but we need to just try and don't react. Well, that's kind of what I did. I just took, I took the rest of that day before I responded, and then it turned out everything was fine. So that's one of the things, and I noticed that earlier with somebody else. It's like there was just too much like back and forth too quickly. And then Sunday I dialed it back on that, and that helped out the situation a lot. But anyway, it's just been, it's been a little tumultuous the past couple days. This weekend I had meant to do an energy check-in like on Friday or Saturday, just for what the weekend vibe was going to be, and then ended up not having time because I was slammed with stuff. And I'm not sure what you guys are doing, what you guys and gals, people, individuals are doing, but I actually haven't. I don't feel like I've taken enough time for myself to just ground and center. Now I did get the sage, and I saged my place, and I saged my friend's place the way I was, and actually it was right after that stuff started to go haywire, and I ended up leaving. And I'm wondering, well, I knew that there were tremendous amounts of, I have, just energetically, I mentioned that it felt like there were entities there, just dark entities, and there's a lot of, and that can happen when there's a place with a lot of roommates, a lot of different people that live together that are not in the same family, and you've got like the attachments of each individual person, and they're all just there, Anyway, so I saged that place, and it was like I released the floodgates or something. People just started going haywire, and I just ended up leaving. I was like, well, I'm out of here. So, you have fun with that. But then so then when I went back today, like a whole day later, basically, everything seemed to be, just a lot calmer. I'm not really sure what happened, or just it was like stirring up something, and you get like a lot of like sediment. It was like there was a lot of sediment that got stirred up, and then filtered away, and then it settled back down again, something like that, energetically. So I'm going to be more careful about that. I really just need to spend some time clearing my own energy and strengthening my protection. I've been praying very hard to my ancestors and my angels, my angel guardians, for protection, because it does feel very, very heavy around right now, around me. And I hope if you guys are experiencing anything similar, that you just ask for divine and spiritual help and protection, and ancestral protection, and don't feel like you are alone. You're never alone. We're not alone. We have, as people who are light workers and are, if that is what you feel your calling is, then you've been chosen, and you have an entire team that's at work helping you along the path, because the mission is, you're never alone on your mission, you know. And we just have so much work to do here. But the thing is that because we have that, we have an extra measure of grace, and you know, we're energetically gifted. So we're like the flame that attracts moths. It attracts that light, attracts people to siphon off of it for their own purposes, or just because they're so lost and they're in such darkness. Of course, anybody who's not like that, who's like a beacon, is going to be a beacon. It's going to like attract them like a buoy, you know, in an endless ocean of, you know, lostness. And it can be very, very draining. So let me just see if there's any messages that want to come out in spirit. So I sage these cards big time. So let's see what's going on with them. Spirit, please protect us in this reading and give us only messages for our highest and greatest good, for clarity. Okay, let's see. Let me just see what's at the bottom here with the Emperor. Do I have these upside down? Yes, I do. Okay. The Emperor is at the bottom. Okay, so a strong, stubborn, potentially masculine energy. I mean, anybody could be in this type of energy. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Like boss energy. An emperor is a king of kings, basically a ruler of other rulers, of very, very powerful, you know. And so hopefully that's us, like stepping into that energy. I mean, that would be great. It's there's a lot of responsibility that goes along with being an emperor, and it's not for the faint of heart. And then the Hanged Man, when I cut the deck, the Hanged Man. So somebody that's in isolation for a time of reflection, potentially healing and gaining insight. See, this depiction of it is somebody who's almost like in a mummified state, or maybe a chrysalis of transformation that they'll emerge from with a new perspective. So that might be something that we should be doing right now, especially with the retrograde and all these weird energies that I've been feeling. King of Wands. It might be a good time to just hang back and not. But I kind of said that the other day in my last reading too. That it's probably always a good time to do that, especially if you're chosen. Like, I don't think we spend enough time just, you know, kind of on the mountaintop the way Jesus did. You know, one of the things that he did on a regular basis was just go and pray and meditate quietly alone for absolute hours, and recharge his own spiritual batteries, and receive instructions, receive wisdom from his Father, and share and pour out his own struggles. I'm sure, which must have been many. Well, the Hangman just continues to be the eight of Swords. So spiritual bondage of some type. Somebody could be in an energy of overthinking and spiritual pain and indecisiveness. Sorry, got something in my eye. I wish I could edit this, but I don't know how to do that. So you're gonna see all that weirdness. Anyway, let me just see if there's Four of Pentacles, hanging on, holding on tight, and also just like standing pat. The energy right now, it seems to be very, very like, and the Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck too is just like not making any moves, not moving forward, not taking any risks, just keeping the status quo. And so this could be suggestions, it could be the energy that we're in right now, or should be in. And Hangman just keeps popping up, it just keeps coming out. So yeah, let's just take some time to just reflect and to meditate and to pray. Am I doing this right? Yes. I don't want it to get too mixed up. The star. Wow. Okay. That's a nice way to end. I think I'm going to end on that. So stay hopeful. Stay hopeful on the journey. It may look like things are. So this is a good, encouragement for me too. It may look like things are a little chaotic right now, but we're still on mission. We're still on task, and we're getting where we're going. It may not look like there's any movement happening, but the movement is actually taking place on the unseen, spiritual level, or maybe on an earthly sense, it's just things look like they're stagnant, not moving or anything, but everything's going on in the ethers. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. Thank you, Spirit, for that encouragement, to just not lose sight of our mission, our guiding star, we can say. Thank you for joining me for this, and hope you gain some insight from it. Have a great day. I love you all. Bye.